The Illinois Center for Broadcasting offered me the opportunity to pursue and further my skills in radio and television. And, you know, going in, I'm a bigger guy. I always thought, oh, I have a face for radio. You know what? TV's not my thing. So I came into the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. They just opened up SportstownChicago.com. They had a huge grand opening. They brought a bunch of guests, Matt Abatacola, and a couple other people that around the sporting industry here in Chicago and abroad came, had a nice presentation. Was not a student at the time. I just wanted to come to see what the place was like. Really enjoyed it. So I came, enrolled, and the rest is history. But here at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, it was fantastic. We got hands-on treatment, both radio and television, like you guys are all experiencing right now. And after I graduated from here, like Pete said, I had the opportunity to have a part-time position at WBIG 1280 AM, which is a small radio station in Aurora, Illinois. I'm pretty sure you guys all know Rick Camp, correct? You've heard of. He's one of our good buddies. He offered me an opportunity to come work there because they were short on some board op and producer positions. I'm like, all right, sure, no problem. I'll give it a shot. So I ended up working there for, let's see, well, a little over 2 years, but 3 Kane County Cougar seasons. So my basic job was to run the board and kind of do the producing for Kane County Cougar baseball games. From this experience here at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, getting my hands a little bit more hands-on experience to what I really wanted to do since I was little. Got the opportunity at WBIG. Not necessarily was it full-time, no, but it definitely was a step in the right direction because I came out of here feeling good about myself and the skills that I learned here, and I wanted to apply it somewhere, whether it was full-time or part-time. I got the opportunity, enjoyed my time there, and then out of the blue, I went to a White Sox game. Unfortunately, I'm a White Sox fan, so sorry, Cub fans, but I went to a White Sox game last year, and there was a job fair. And I'm like, let's give it a shot, because currently I didn't find a full-time job. I was in the industry, but it was part-time. Obviously, we all dream about getting a full-time opportunity. So I went there, and I figured, maybe there'll be 50, 100 people. No, there was probably good 500 people at this job fair. Then you think to yourself, well, okay. I mean, but you can think about any type of sports team around the area. Bulls. They didn't have Hawks there, but Bulls, Bears, White Sox, Chicago Wolves, Comcast, anything you could think of. And then there was a little booth called Silver Chalice. Never heard of it. Went up to the booth, and a young lady was there, and I asked her about information on what Silver Chalice was. Basically, she told me it was a digital network, and at that time, it was the ACC digital network. And what they did was ACC teams, whatever you want to think of, football, baseball, basketball, whatever you want. They would broadcast, had a partnership with the ACC. They would broadcast on multimedia platforms, so everyone has iPhones, iPads, computers, whatnot now. So I'm like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. And I asked them if they were hiring. Obviously, unfortunately, they weren't. They said, maybe in the fall. So a lot of times you may hear, maybe not right now, but at first I was like, well, you know, I heard that before, but it didn't let me get discouraged. So that was in May. Didn't hear anything throughout the summer. Still was looking for a full-time job while I was still enjoying my time at WBIG. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, in August, I got an email from, which is now one of the segment producers at where I work, coming for an interview for a production assistant. They saw my resume in the stack of resumes, of 500 or plus resumes in the book that I had at the White Sox game for all these prospective employers like me wanting to break into the business. They says, I think that you would fill out or be a good production assistant for our company that's starting up. I'm like, oh, no problem. Got the information, and the rest is history. My biggest advice to everyone, which I've always told, is you hear a lot of different things, but it's true. I never gave up pursuing what I wanted to do. Now, it took a lot of help from people around you, family, friends, possible people that you may know outside to help you out. But never give up on what you want to do. Now, you may get a job like I had at WBIG. It was in the industry, but it wasn't full-time. But I still looked at other opportunities, even though I had a job, because I wanted to further my career and get to where I want to be. That's the biggest thing I could tell you guys. You guys are sitting here, you're wanting to learn, you wanting to be in the industry. Obviously, you guys all have a passion to either do radio or television in some aspect, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the mic or doing behind the scenes work. It doesn't matter what you do anything you can to possibly get in the industry. Because one little thing could lead to another, and you can be, for instance, I'm in the sports business, you can be like a Matt Abaticola, who worked his way up, who was a student here at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Then he got the internship. Then he was a producer. Now he's an executive producer. Now he has shows. It's a building block. He started out low as an intern, and he's worked his way up, and now he's, for a lot of sports people that listen to the score, obviously, he's very well known, and he's very well respected. So that's the biggest thing I could tell you guys. If you apply for one job or two jobs or three jobs, and you're really looking forward to it, and unfortunately, if it's great, obviously we all want that full-time job, and we love to get on the first try. Sometimes, unfortunately, it doesn't happen, but keep trying. Just because one person says no doesn't mean that should kill your dream. We're all here for a reason. I was here for a reason. Pete was here for a reason. We're all here for reasons that we want to break into this great industry. And that's the biggest advice I can tell you.